Each and every single one of us desires to be approved by the person to our left, to our right, whether that be the person that you're closest to, like a significant other, whether that be somebody in your family, friends, co-workers, anybody that you are surrounded by, you desire to be approved by them. And today, I just want to go back a little bit into just like a glimpse into my life and the way that I used to operate and just do life, I guess, is sports was something for me personally that I could find all the approval that I needed. Growing up, I can think of many different times of playing video games with my family. And if my brother was beating me badly in a game, I would make him pause the game, for those of you that know how video games work. And I would tell him to switch me controllers so that I could be the one that was winning again, because I hated losing. I despised losing. If I was losing to somebody, you saw the most unchristian attitude come out of me. And honestly, that is still something today that I continually have to work through and ask Jesus to help me. He has definitely put a competitive spirit within me. And a lot of times I can choose to be motivated by that approval of others. For me, I needed to be approved by others in the way that I did a sport, the way that I preached a sermon, or whatever it may be. Anything that would require somebody to judge me, I wanted to make sure that I did it the absolute best that I could. But I was driven so much by failure in the way that people were going to view me if I failed or didn't do as well, that became the sole focus of my life. We forget that we find value and importance and significance in the way that He views us, in the way that He has chosen us to live this life. If we viewed this life as life that was given by Jesus and that He's the only one that we need to honestly receive the approval from, our lives would look so much different, especially as Christians. For those of you that are Christians and those of you that aren't, that are watching this, if I'm talking to a Christian, I know that if I was to live differently in a way that I was seeking the affirmation of Jesus and not of the girl or the guy that was in front of me, then my life would look completely different, because I would love differently, I would pursue people differently, I would honor people and respect people differently, and everything that I did would be excellence, because I would be pursuing it to do it to the degree that Jesus would desire for me and not the man that is to my left or to my right. Now, a lot of times we take the approval and we make it an issue, because we look at approval as being the thing that we need more than anything else. So when approval can be a good thing for like encouragement or whatever, we use it as discouragement. We use it as a motivation to fail. The approval of others is not a bad thing, but when we put so much weight into it, it can either be, say, if we get our approval from Jesus Christ, then it can be the launching pad into greatness, because that's who we're receiving our approval from, and so that's our driving force. That's what we do everything for, and that could launch us into doing amazing things because we just care what He thinks of us. So everything that we do on a daily basis is to honor Him. Now, on the other spectrum is if we are desiring to be approved by others, by other human beings, then that is an opportunity to that we're giving, I guess, darkness to overtake us. Because as we give sinful people the opportunity to judge us, people are going to fail us. It says in Psalm 139, I love the way that it says in the NLT version, and that's why I'm going to read out of it today. In Psalm 139, verses 13 through 18, it says, "You made all the delicate inner parts of my body and knit me together in my mother's womb. Thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. Your workmanship is marvelous. How well I know it. You watched me as I was being formed in utter seclusion, as I was woven together in the dark of the womb. You saw me before I was born. Every day of my life was recorded in your book. Every moment was laid out before a single day had passed. How precious are your thoughts about me, O God. They cannot be numbered. I can't even count them. They outnumber the grains of sand, and when I wake up, you are still with me." So I love that when he's talking about how, like, thank you for making me so wonderfully complex. There are so many different things about me that it's so easy for me to lose focus on those and view myself less important, less valuable, because I'm choosing to look at the way that people approve of me. And I love that what it says at the end of Psalm 139 is when I wake up, you are still there. So even when you fail, when you fall flat on your face, when you choose to accept what somebody else says about you, when you allow the words or approval of somebody else to destroy you or knock you down, God is still there. And God is still telling you that you are valuable, that you're important, that you are a world changer, and that you're going to make a difference in this life if you would just choose to accept the approval that He has for you. And that is uniquely the person that you are. And He has a specific plan for your life and for my life. And He wants us to see us accomplish that by choosing to honor Him and focus on Him with everything that we do.